Well, hello, everybody. Good morning. Sorry for the late start. It's just that I've been having Wi Fi issues. Have Wi Fi issues. Sorry about that. But here where I stay, it's been storming off and on, and we've been having lightning strikes and thunderstorms. So the Wi Fi hasn't really been working that well. So I'm going to need everybody to grab their Bibles and pray that we have a smooth live podcast today on this beautiful Sunday morning. Welcome, everybody. How are you guys doing this morning? This is the Legacy World podcast, and this morning we are going to do a live podcast, which we call Success Talk. We're going to talk about our faves this morning. And yes, it's actually morning time here where I'm at. Again, good morning to everybody. Boy, it's been a lovely week, hasn't it? In regards to our faves. I mean, they have been doing some big things, right? Some big things, some big positive things, and just putting a lot of positivity out there in the world. And, like they say, service is universal. And that's exactly what our favorite Duke and Duchess are doing. They're continuing to live their life of service. Yes, good morning. Welcome, squatties. Welcome to squatties all across the land, all across the world. Success Squad. We are a worldwide squad. We are wide on all sides of the globe, aren't we? We speak multi-language, don't we? We are everywhere. Everywhere. We're across the globe everywhere. Okay, so if this is the first time you're tuning in, hit the subscribe button. And I want everybody to go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate it. I'm looking in the chat right now and I see the usual suspects are in the chat room. And if you are not in the chat room and you're just listening, welcome. All right. So, we have a lot to talk about this morning, but I'm going to keep it kind of short because we are in real time right now when it comes to the Invictus games, right? And I believe right now they are doing, is it basketball, the wheelchair basketball or the volleyball? Maybe it's the wheelchair basketball games that they're doing. Go ahead and do this live podcast and then get back to the live streaming, don't we? The live streaming of the Invictus games in Dusseldorf. My goodness. I mean, Prince Harry, the people's prince, the global prince. He is doing the damn thing with the Invictus games, isn't he, guys? Isn't he? Mm. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do my disclaimer alert just in case we've got some newbies in the house. Advocacy World podcast. We are fans and stands of Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, and of course, Prince Harry. We do not play both sides here. There are no fence riders here. Okay. We don't like them other people. We don't like them other worlds across the pond. And of course, we can't stand rural reporters. We can't stand rural. We just want to make sure that there is clarity established here because even within the Success Squad, we all know that there are some low key so called squaddies who like them people, who like the Mother Royals. Yes, who like Mumbleina and Wank. Okay, there are. And I would even, or I should say, I wouldn't be surprised if there were some key squaddies, and they're not really squaddies, who want the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to return back as working royals. All right, let me stop. Let me stop. No drama today. We're going to be like Mary J. Blige. No more drama. Okay? Okay. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. And again, like I said, my Wi Fi is messed up this morning because of the weather. So if things run a little slow, my apologies. All right. Awesome. So if you're looking at your screens, this morning's title of Success Talk is called We Are Invictus. Because we are. It's all about the Invictus Games in Dusseldorf, which began yesterday. The opening ceremonies began yesterday. And my goodness, my God. All the squaddies. I mean, the opening ceremonies. I mean, my God. Prince Harry, he outdid himself this year, right? He outdid himself this year. I mean, they were just amazing, spectacular, stunning. And I'm just so proud of the veterans and the volunteers and the families who are out there supporting, their fellow veterans, fellow athletes who are participating in the Invictus Games. So, yes, we are Invictus. How many of you guys were watching the live stream? I went into the live stream very briefly, right? I wanted to get in there right before they were about to bring out the United States team. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. For me, it's all about Team USA. Okay, maybe Canada gets a little love from me because they are our Northern American brothers and sisters, but Canada need to get with the program and drop them royals as their head of state. It's like, come on, anybody from Canada in the chat, you guys need to get a petition going, man. You need to get rid of them royals, man. Come on now. But Team USA came out. And I mean, you could just tell that the veterans and the families and everybody who was in the audience was just having a really, really good time. And the music was on point, wasn't it? Wasn't the music on point? I mean, and the music represented the countries, right? Obviously, the teams picked their own music that represented their country, and I loved it. I loved hearing, um, the different types of music that the teams, came out on, while they were doing their walk and the music was playing and representing that type of music. I'm sure represented their countries and it was cool to hear, um, you know, the different types of music that was being played. I thought it was great. Um, but yes, I mean, we'll talk about it later on. But Team USA, Team USA said we ready, didn't they? All the teams did. Don't get me wrong, all the teams did. I love the enthusiasm of the United Kingdom team. I loved the flannel shirts that Team Canada had on. I thought that was awesome. It's like represent your country, right? Represent your country. All right. So we are Invictus, and there's Prince Harry. I mean, he is in his element when he's around his fellow veterans, isn't he? Isn't he? Prince Harry is in his element. Um, these pictures right here, he is with this is his home country team, and it's awesome. I think it's wonderful when we see Prince Harry um, mingling, engaging, having a good time with his fellow countrymen. Because at the end of the day, he is British, right? Well, do I really want to go there? Yes, I'm going to go there. I mean, I'm pretty sure if Prince Harry did a DNA test, his junk will come up German. His grandfather was Greek, right? Wasn't his grandfather Greek? Um, so anyway, he was born in Britain, raised in Britain, so his culture is excuse me. Back to Prince Harry. Again, Prince Harry is in his element. I love it when he's around his fellow countrymen because it just goes to show that not everybody in the UK hates Prince Harry. Not everybody in the UK hates Duchess Meghan. I'm pretty sure if Meghan was out there, she would be surrounded by a lot of British um, veterans as well, and their wives or their husbands. But it's just great to see. It's great to see him having a good time, clowning around, engaging with his fellow soldiers, British soldiers, fellow British veterans. And I love Prince Harry's kicks. I mean, his shoe game. I mean, he is leveling up when it comes to his shoe game, right? Isn't Prince Harry leveling up when it comes to his shoe game? I'm surprised squatties haven't zoomed in on his kicks to see what type of kicks those are. Maybe squatties have, and I just haven't seen it yet, but I love his kicks. All right. And here is Prince Harry again. He's with the Invictus team, United Kingdom. I mean, just looking happy, having a good time. And I love this team. They all look happy. They all look like that they're ready to go. And it's just about positivity. It's about positivity. It's about supporting your fellow veterans. And it's about, the spirit of sport. And this is another picture that I absolutely love. I believe that this picture was taken after the teammate breakfast, if I'm not mistaken. So again, I'm glad to see Prince Harry making sure that he spends time with his fellow veteran countrymen. I think it's awesome. I think it's beautiful. I saw this picture and I had to look it up. This is Team Colombia. And this is another picture. I love this picture. I absolutely love this picture. Again, Prince Harry being Prince Harry, fellow soldiers, and just having a really good time, relaxed. And so are the teams. The teams look really relaxed. There are a whole bunch of pictures. You can go on X, you can go on whatever social media platform that you're on, of these teams from different countries from different countries. And they just all look like they're just so happy. They're glad to be there and just good vibes. Good vibes. It's about good vibes, meeting fellow veterans from different countries, and everybody just being there, having each other's back, and being supportive because it's really not about winning, right? You take somebody who's competitive like me, I'm like, I want the USA to get all the gold medals. It's about the spirit of the game. It's about the spirit of sport. It's about the spirit of healing, right? These soldiers, these veterans, these Marines, whatever, even currently serving in, they've already won, right? They've already won by simply being there. Okay? They've already won. And when they compete and finish, doesn't matter what place they come in, they've already won. And that what makes the Invictus games and the Warrior games so special, right? And look at Prince Harry, just looking dapper, right? The dapper prince, right? The dapper prince. I wonder if this suit is Dior. You guys think that this is a Dior suit? What do you guys think? I'm gonna go ahead and take a drink. I'm not drinking an adult beverage this morning. Actually, I'm drinking water. Those of you in the chat, let me know what you guys are drinking. I'm drinking water this morning. It's nice and cold, actually. Obviously, it's tailor made, right? Obviously, it's a tailor made fitted suit. But Prince Harry is looking good. He always looks good in a suit, though. Right? Always looks good in the suit. Okay. I'm looking in the chat. Okay, I see H9 is drinking water and coffee. Water and coffee? I'm just looking through the chat to see what you guys are talking about. See how you everybody give each other hugs and kisses because we are a family. Okay. The Success Squad is a family, and a shout out to the squaddies that are actually at the Invictus Games right now as we speak. Squaddy is very supportive. That's right, Church Nelly. Church Nelly says, I'm Team USA all the way. Yes. Excuse me. I agree with this post. How do you say your name? Your username, I should say. I'll just call you Sylvester. Sylvester says, no, I don't want Harry and Meghan. Go back to that place being working royals. It won't. It'll never happen. Um, those two, they're bigger than the royal family. They are. There are a lot of famous people, even non-famous people who are bigger than the royal who um, contribute way more to those that are less fortunate than the royal family does. And they don't live off of taxpayer money. Seriously. I'm serious. Well, there's a lot of regular folk, regular people like me and you Prince Harry's kicks. I mean, his shoe game, got to give him some respect on his shoe game. Okay? His shoe game, no doubt. I don't know if Megan had some influence in that or if just being able to pick out the type of kicks that he wants and that he's allowed to wear now. Living in California, being exposed to a whole new world of kicks. And, and he's like, whoa. And he's done found his sense of style when it comes to your game has definitely upgraded. Okay, I think Megan is supposed to. We're supposed to see Megan maybe tomorrow of the Invictus games, which is fine. I mean, she got babies. She got 2 kids, 3 and under. That's a lot. And remember, last year, guys. Last year during this, Harry went to the Well Child Awards, and then Megan and Harry went to the opening. What? Right, and Queen Elizabeth died, and Megan was away from her babies for like 3 weeks. Remember that? Am I? So she's probably got some PTSD from that. So she's going to try to spend as much time with her babies as she can this year during this time. I don't know how she did it, to be honest. I don't know. I'd have been like, Has you are on your own. I got to go see my babies. But then again, who am I to say that? Because I'm not living in her shoes, So, all right. So again, this picture right here, the Dapper Prince looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a video. And I'm pretty sure you guys have seen these videos already. But there might be some people who haven't. Not everybody's on X, formerly known as Twitter. Not everybody is on social media like that. So let me go ahead and pull up this video. This is Prince Harry arriving. I big. The crowd got big. Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can find the right video. Did I even upload it? I might not have even uploaded it. Oh my gosh. Let me see. I don't think I did. Let me see if I can find the video, guys. I am so sorry. Let's see here. No, here's the video. I'm going to have to upload it, guys. My bad. And then my Wi-Fi is acting janky. All right, it's uploading. I think I am going to be able to show you guys this video. And the video that I'm going to show you guys is when Prince Harry arrives. I believe he's greeting the um, and some other dignitaries. So here we go. I hope this thing plays. Hold on, let me get rid of, I shouldn't say get rid of, but let me hide Sonia H's picture of kicks, the kicks that Prince Harry is wearing. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the video. Okay. That video was actually from a squatty. I want to give them credit, but that was not the video I actually wanted you guys to see. I mean, you saw like the part where he's going to go meet the mayor, but that other stuff it was extra, which is fine. Um, but anyway, the crowd, I'm pretty sure you guys saw, the crowd was huge, and the crowd was really cheering him on and basically screaming at him. And it just goes to show that he is loved. He is a global prince. He's the people's prince, and he is loved. And that video, I do want to give that squatty credit for that video, but that actually wasn't the video I was trying to show you guys. But nevertheless, that was a nice video for you guys to see anyway, right? um, let's see. So, the opening ceremonies. How many of you guys watched the opening ceremonies on YouTube? I mean, they were again beautiful, spectacular, stunning, amazing. I believe that Prince Harry, the production team, just everybody outdid themselves, right? I mean, it was just wonderful. But this was a really good shot right here. Okay, of Prince Harry coming out on stage, right? Getting ready to greet the crowd and, say his speech. I just love this picture. Love it, love it, love it. And Prince Harry looking handsome as usual, right? Just looking handsome. Ah, and these are the dancers. Did you guys catch the let me get the name of the dancing company. And this company I did not realize was out of Oakland. I knew that they were from California, right? But I did not realize that they were from Oakland. And I just thought, wow, that is awesome, right? And I know that there are schools squatties that are from the Bay Area. I want to say Boney Mighty is from the Bay Area, the Yay area. Yay, yay. But I thought their performance was awesome. And the name of the okay. And they are from the Bay Area. And I mean they did a wonderful job. They really, really did. Um what makes this dance company unique is, they have dancers that have full mobility, and they have some dancers that are physically challenged. Okay. Some dancers that are in wheelchairs. And the choreography is just spectacular, right? The choreography is just awesome. And if you get a chance, watch their performance, because they did the damn thing. They really honestly did the damn thing. And it's great to see dance companies that have representation, right? Representation, not only of, different races, different genders, but, people who have disabilities um, can also dance, right? Just because you're in a wheelchair does not mean that you can't dance, right? You can dance. And I just thought it was awesome that the Invictus Games board was able to find this dance company and had them perform at the opening ceremonies. It was awesome. It was awesome. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go back into the chat. That's right. That's right. That's right, Dee Dee. Dee Dee says, hello, everyone. Positive vibes all around. That's right. Nothing but positivity during this live podcast today. There's no shut up full segment during this live podcast, and there is no jackass segment during this live podcast. Okay. Yes. Carol says, I loved the dance. Me too. I really did. How you doing, Mr. Loris? Mr. Loris says, saw the opening. It was incredible. It really was. It really, really was. And I saw the squatties. You guys were strong, representing in that chat room, boy. I mean, um, and I loved it when people were posting their country flags. I thought that was awesome. How you doing, cookies and cream? So cookies and cream says the opening ceremony was awesome. It was. It really, really was. It was, and I loved it when the little kids came out, right? With the flag. I thought that was awesome. I really did. How you doing, Susie Q? You watched it? Yes, it was awesome. Good morning to you, Mrs. S. I'm just strolling through the comments, and I appreciate when you guys comment. Let's see. Yes, it was. Miss Brenda says it was just beautiful and inspiring. That's the key word, inspiring, right? Just very inspiring. You know, it's very inspiring and it humbles you. Yes, me too. Jacqueline says, can't wait to see our Duchess. Yes, we can't, right? It's like we can, but we can't. But I think it's cool when Prince Harry shines on his own, and I think it's cool when Duchess Megan shines on her own, right? And it just cracks me up when you hear like the naysayers say things like, "Well, why isn't Megan with Prince Harry?" And why wasn't she with him when he was promoting Spare? And she should be with him at the Well Child awards and da 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 da. But I find it interesting that none of them had anything to say, or none of them had any heat when Megan was promoting archetypes, right? And it's not like Megan really promoted archetypes, right? She couldn't because old Betty kicked the bucket, because there were rumors that she was right. But if she went on Jimmy Fallon, Prince Harry wouldn't have been with her. She would have been there by herself. But anyway, yes, I can't wait to see her too. It's gonna be awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Cynthia says, great dancers. Did you also know that all the dancers are deaf? No, I did not know that. I need to read better or read more. I did not know all the dancers were deaf. That is awesome. Well, I mean, I'm not saying that it's awesome that they're deaf, but I think that it's awesome that they're deaf and able to dance to music, right? So that is great. Thank you for the information. Yes, R. Smith. Great point. So R. Smith says most husbands have different career tracks or work in different fields. Such a nonsense argument. Absolutely. When they say that when Prince Harry is with Meghan, um, he doesn't look happy, right? And they'll say that, oh, but when he's, at a soccer game, aka football game, you know, we want to respect our fellow British squaddies football game. Well, actually, that's the world, right? See how we Americans are. It's like the world calls it football, but no, we Americans want to call it soccer. But you know how we do. Um, but when he's at a football game or when he's like right now at the Invictus games, oh, Prince Harry, he just looks so happy without Megan. But when he's with Megan, he looks so miserable. Such but like you said, R. Smith, most husbands have different career tracks or work in different fields. Um, so there you go. Okay, let me. All right, Team USA. I don't have the video, but okay, Team USA said we ready, and Team USA rolls deep. Okay, when Team US team to come out. Okay, I mean Team USA is not playing. All right, Team USA is representing. Okay, I mean, woo. Screaming. And I think I screamed for like 10 minutes because that's how long it took for them to come on the stage and exit the stage. I mean, it was crazy. But Team USA, mm, and like I said, we roll deep. All right. So, what I'm going to do now, Connie says, Team USA was bigger than life. Wow. I mean, you talk about Talk about deep, right? I mean, just rolling deep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to play a video if I can find it. I want to go back to Prince Harry's speech at the opening ceremonies. We all know he always delivers, right? He always delivers when it comes to um saying a speech at the opening ceremonies. I mean, he was doing it before, he married Meghan. So he definitely has the skills to deliver a speech. And the reason why, well, I should say this type of speech in front of this type of audience. And the reason why is because he's one of them, right? He is one of them. And he has walked 5 miles, not 5 miles, but 5 minutes in their shoes. No, he didn't lose a limb, but have PTSD. He does have mental health issues. And Prince Harry will say it's due to losing his mother, but definitely serving in the military. Part of Invictus is that many of the veterans on that docuseries talked about the trauma that they suffered during their childhood. So there is a correlation with that. There's some type of correlation with veterans suffering trauma, some type of trauma in their childhood to suffering trauma again while serving in the military. But excuse me. Let me go ahead and take a drink of water. I'm going to show clips of certain parts of Prince Harry's speech that I thought that touched me and I thought were just, you know, really moving. Let's see if I can pull this up, make sure I pull up the right one. Knowing me, I'm gonna pull up the wrong one. Okay, here we go. Let me go ahead and hide Miss Connie's comment. Okay, here's the speech that part of the speech that touched my soul. Oh shoot, not that loud. Busting in my ear. Here we go.
You and your families are once again part of a team, surrounded by people who know what it means to serve, who have a good idea of what it's taken to get here, who see and know you, and who respect you through a shared experience. This year's Games is a home for respect. Think about that word for a second. Respect. What does it mean to you? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Some people may act as if respect is something that veterans are asking for, that people with injuries, whether visible or invisible, have to demonstrate they are worthy of it. Some of you here may sometimes feel that way about yourselves, that you have something to prove. But I've been thinking about something one of the competitors featured in the Heart of Invictus shared. Mr. Na from South Korea said, "I don't think we overcome disabilities. We overcome perceptions of ourselves in society." These games are not solely about medals, PBs, or finishing lines. They are about overcoming any and all perceptions that have held you back, especially those you've placed on yourselves. So, here, this week, right now, you break those ceilings. You plow down the highest of walls, and then you make space for what's deserved. Space for your worthiness. Space to thrive. Space for the truest form of respect. Claim this experience. Claim this moment, because all of this, all of us, are here because of you. Guys, this isn't a gift. This isn't a handout. This is yours. You've got to take it.
Whew. I mean, that just brings tears to my eyes. Like seriously. Um, those words are so important. That whole part of the speech right there is so important. I'm having a moment, but wow. I just hope you guys really paid attention to what he was saying during that speech. He basically was saying, it's not about winning, it's not about the medals. It's about, breaking down these walls and breaking down these perceptions that these disabled veterans have placed on themselves. You know, um, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot what he said. There's a lot going on with what he said. And I totally feel that veteran that had tears in his eyes, because I have tears in my eyes listening to that part of the speech. It's their moment, and they have to take it and they have to own it. And it's about reaching the sky, breaking down those barriers, breaking down those limitations, of whatever disabilities that they're suffering from. And it doesn't necessarily have to do with losing a limb. It's also about the invisible injuries as well, like the PTSDs, which I have, or the traumatic brain injuries, which a lot of veterans have, right? It's about the anxiety and the nightmares that many that suffer. And I'll just in my feelings, but so important. The respect part that he talked about, and it's not about the medals, it's not about winning, it's about overcoming um the limitations that we have placed on ourselves, and breaking those limitations and breaking those barriers, and reaching the highest among heights that you can through the spirit of sport. You got to take the moment, because at the end of the day, you are a winner. You've already won. And that's basically what he's saying. Um, woo! Yeah, that that just really touches me. I'm the type of person, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, especially in the chat, who know me very well, know that I love breaking down speeches. Whenever Megan does a speech, usually I'll do a podcast and really break her speeches down. Um, Prince Harry, this speech right here, is probably the best speech that he's done, in my opinion. You really got to break down what he is saying. And just like the veteran that they showed that had tears in his eyes, that man got it. And I'm pretty sure everyone in that audience got what he said. He's not just up there saying words. Okay. What he's saying is real. Okay. It's real. Those are real words that have meaning and that have depth. and that are true. All right. Okay. So this is another part of the speech that I found heartwarming. And those of you who have watched The Heart of Invictus, you guys know this woman's story, right? You know her story. And I remember last year in real time when she was going through her story, we were all just like we had no words because we just could not believe that this was really happening in real time to this, you know, athlete that was going to participate in the Invictus Games last year. But here we go. I'm going to go ahead and show this video.
And one of my favorite parts of being at the Games by far is getting to reconnect with familiar faces and meet new ones. I want to take a moment to recognize Team Ukraine and one very special person in particular, Tyra. Where are you? Tyra, thank you for standing so I can see you. I don't think I've ever met someone as courageous and resilient as you. I think I can speak for everyone when I say that you embody the true spirit of Ukraine and of Invictus. And it is so good to see you and feel your energy in person because, man, did we miss you last year. We're also really excited to have new nations join us. Let's hear it for Colombia, Israel, and Nigeria. They're having a terrible time. Now, I'm not saying we play favorites in our home, but since my wife discovered that she is of Nigerian descent, it's likely to get a little bit more competitive this year.
Before I comment on the last part, um, those of you who know, is it Tiara? Her story. She was on Team Ukraine last year. She's on Team Ukraine this year, and she is a paramedic. She's a paramedic um, in the military, and uh, when Russia invaded Ukraine, she was captured. Yeah, she was actually captured. Okay, and I mean, that was like in real time, real time. Okay, and I mean, that's just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But her story is in the heart of Invictus. I believe her name is Tara. I'm probably not saying it right, but I believe she spells it Taira. But I mean, I really have no words when it comes to her story. But at the end of the day, these are real lived experiences. I just can't imagine, being basically a prisoner of war last year and this year at the Invictus Games. My God. My God. Think about that. She was a prisoner of war last year, and this year she's at the Invictus Games. Mm, mm. Whew. God bless her. And then of course, a lot of people, the Nigerian squaddies are talking about how Prince Harry, mentioned Meghan being 43% Nigerian. So their house is a little competitive, a little more competitive um, than usual. And of course, Team Nigeria was loving that, right? Loving that, which is awesome, which is great. I mean, I did my DNA swab and I came up 40% Nigerian, I believe, 40%. But come on, let's not fool ourselves, guys. All you Nigerian squatties, just calm that down. Calm that down. At the end of the day, Megan, Duchess Megan, is as American as apple pie. Okay? That is a Cali girl all day long. She is American as apple pie. Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. Okay? So calm that down. I don't know if there's any Nigerian squatties in the chat, but calm that down. I'm 40% Nigerian. Okay? Nah, homie. Nah, homie. Nah, homegirl. Nah. I'm American as apple pie. Okay. And basically, the 43%, you got to really break it down. We don't know what percentage of her African DNA is, okay? My percentage of my African DNA, I was highly disappointed. I was like, that number needs to be a little bit higher. I was like, what? It was barely 70%. Barely. It was like 60, 68 point something. I'm like, oh, they need to switch them numbers. Is it 86? Not 60. No, I had to read them results real close again and have a couple of family members read them results to me. I was like, what's that African DNA? What? 68? Excuse me? But out of that 68.2%, it was 40% Nigerian. And then up next was Ghana Segal, which was like whatever. And then up next was Sierra Leone, which I was very happy about because here in South Carolina, they act like all black folks are from Sierra Leone. Um, and then up next was Kenya. I was like, oh, okay, me and Barack Obama, me and President Obama, we cousins. Okay, cool. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. You Nigerian squatties, calm down. Calm that mess down. Okay. The girl is American. She is American all day long. Okay. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I'm just playing. I'm just having fun. All right. So if you look in the screen, aren't these kids cute? Aren't these some cute kids? And they look like they're from that is a United Kingdom flag, right? Because the United Kingdom flag and the Australian flag are very similar, right? Aren't they very similar? But I thought those kids were so cute. And again, if you watch the opening ceremonies, they had some kids that came out carrying the Invictus flags, and I thought that was great. It's a great way that they've incorporated family, right? Because that's really what the military is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about not only the soldier or the marine or the air forceman or the navy. Uh, I don't know what navy people call themselves. That's a good question. If you're okay, because if you're in the army, you're a soldier. If you're in the Marines, you're a Marine. Air Force and Navy. What do y'all? What do you? Huh? That's a good question. I haven't met too many people who are in the Air Force or in the Navy. But what was I gonna say? But one thing about the military, they do believe in family. And I love the way the Invictus games. Thank you, Black Queen Sailor. Okay, Sailor. Anybody know about the Air Force? I should know better, but I don't. Airmen, thank you. Got some smart squatties. Thank you, Black Queen, and thank you, C-Mac. Okay, so those who are in in the Navy are sailors, and those who are in the Air Force are airmen. Okay, cool, cool. Speaking of sailors, I was watching A Few Good Men the other day, and my God, that is just an excellent movie. That movie came out in the 90s, right? But that is an excellent movie. The way they portray the Marines and the Navy, right? Sailors. I mean, that is an excellent movie. I love that movie. Um, but again, the military is about family, and I love the fact that the Invictus Games ensures that these Marines, soldiers, sailors, airmen can bring their families with them. I think it's awesome. Okay. All right. So let me go to the next slide. Let's see here. Okay. I wanted to show you guys this video because, this is the way we're supposed to celebrate our veterans, right? This is the way we're supposed to celebrate our veterans. And Macklemore did the opening ceremonies. Now, I was really surprised. Honestly, I was. I was surprised that he gave such an awesome performance. Okay. I didn't know he had that type of stage presence. I really honestly did not. I found myself dancing and clapping and enjoying myself watching Macklemore. He really surprised me. So I'm gonna go ahead and show this. See if I can upload it. God, I hope I took the sound out of this. All right, here we go, guys. This is Macklemore performing at the opening ceremonies, and I just want you to pay attention to the crowd. Just pay attention to the crowd because that's what it's all about.
The spirit is within all of us.
Did you see that? I mean, everybody's just dancing, having a good old time. I thought that was awesome. I really did. Guys, Prince Harry did the damn thing. Didn't he? I mean, he did the damn thing. That opening ceremony was it was off the charts. And whoever closes the ceremony, Macklemore is a hard act to follow. Who's supposed to be closing the ceremonies? I forgot who. I know it's a female singer. I'm not too familiar with her music. Really, honestly, I'm not. But I wish it was somebody like the Foo Fighters, or the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Uh, who else? Um, please don't say Beyonce. Please. Don't say Beyonce. Um, but Macklemore, he did his thing now. I mean, he had that crowd going. He really did. Okay, I'm looking in the chat. Oh, Okay, so how you doing, Miss Lydia? So Miss Lydia says it's Rita Ora. Oh, okay. Okay. See, I'm not familiar with her music at all. I'm not. All I can say is she gonna have to step her game up because Macklemore, he did the damn thing. He really, really did. He surprised me. Um, Marshall says Rita Ora is no Macklemore. Oh. Oops, I clicked the wrong comment. Let's see. Marshall says Rita Ora is no Macklemore. Well, we'll see. She might have something spectacular. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know. She may have something up her sleeve, nice visuals. She might have a nice visual effect. We'll see. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt. All right, guys, we have come to an end of this podcast. I didn't want to keep you guys too long today because we are working in real time now. We're in real time. The Invictus Games have started. It's official. There are games going on right now as we speak. I believe that Germany is 6 hours ahead of the United States, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and go back into the comments and see what you guys are talking about before we close out. Yes, Sherry, where he was. Sherry says that Macklemore performance was awesome. Yeah, and she says I was surprised too, girl. I was surprised. I was like, oh, okay. But see, Prince Harry knows, right? Prince Harry and his board and his advisors, they know what performers would be good for the crowd. So, you know, they know what they're doing. We just have to trust them. Let's see. So Paul Charles says, Special K and squads. I think it's funny that everyone is at the Invictus Games covering the games and no one talking about Mumbles and Baldy at the UK rugby match. I am loving it. Go Harry. See, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that they were at the UK rugby match. See, the thing about, and again, I'm going to keep this live podcast positive. I'm not going in on nothing. The thing about the UK Royals, the British Royals, I think um, my advice to them would be, and of course, their advisors will not give them this type of advice, but my advice to them is that they should really concentrate on being popular in the United Kingdom. And that's it. Trying to have world domination because you see the successes having worldwide success. It's just not going to work for them, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, especially when these Commonwealth countries really start to fall and not want. And what I mean by fall is they're not going to want um, King Charles as head of state. And I'm telling you, that's why it's like I'm keeping my eye. I speak about Canada a lot, but I'm really keeping my eye on Australia. Okay. Because I'm telling you, baby, if Australia falls, if Australia says, hey, we don't want King Charles as head of state anymore, and they remove the royal family, the monarch, as their head of state, I'm telling you, that domino effect is going to be loud and fast because then them other countries other European countries will start to follow suit. Okay, so my advice would be to the British royals is just concentrate on the United Kingdom. Be popular there. Okay, continue to live in your bubble there. Okay, eventually the United Kingdom will realize that the monarchy is not doing anything for them. But it's going to take a while. It's going to take some time. Seriously, you're talking about decades. You're talking about centuries of having a monarchy. Change don't happen that fast, guys. It just doesn't. You're talking about generation after generation after Queen Elizabeth was the monarch for 70 plus years, guys. And then before her, they had a monarch for centuries, 1,000 years. Change does not come that quick. It just doesn't. Okay. But I know Australia came so close. They came so close to removing the British royals as monarchs when Princess. But what ended up happening was the popularity of Princess Diana. So yeah, but again, Paul, I had no idea that the them other people across the pond were off their 2-month holiday, and now they're making appearances at rugby games. And that's not going to get reported here in America. Sorry, it's not. It's not. Okay. It might get reported on some social media sites. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely not going to get the main coverage in America the way the Invictus games is in America and the other countries as well. All right, I'm going back into the comments. Going back into the comments. Yeah. You guys participating in the mute challenge? If you're on X, formerly known as Twitter. Black Queen says we are muting those fools. Yep, sure are. And you notice when you mute them and don't talk about them, I mean, they really disappear quickly. It's like you forget about them. That's something that we just need to continue to practice. Right? I mean, sometimes I talk about them because I love to clown about them, and I'll talk about them when I feel like they're seriously lying and doing an injustice to Meghan and Harry. But maybe we just need to come to a point to where we just need to ignore it all. You know what I'm saying? We just need to ignore it all. Um, and only speak when our faves speak. If our faves speak and put out a statement denying something, then that's maybe when we should speak. Right? All right. I'm back into the comments. What? She did. Rita Ora had said something out of pocket about Megan? What? Oh, somebody need to kick her ass off the stage. That's true. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Hmm. Nah, I don't like her. Ah. Who would you guys want at the closing ceremonies? And please don't say Beyonce. You can't say Beyonce. You can't say Rihanna. Okay, before I close the show, who would you guys want to close the opening ceremonies? I already said like the Foo Fighters, and I know the Foo Fighters have already played, but I would want somebody like the Foo Fighters, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, um, who else? Um, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Um, Maybe like Bad Bunny. Maybe put somebody. You know what I'm saying? Bad Bunny. Um, who else? Who else for me? I can't think of anybody else off the top. Maybe your responses will inspire me. It's true. How you doing, Adrian? Adrian says if they lose Canada and Australia, it's over. Exactly. It's true though. That's why my eyes are on Australia. Canada, to me, Canada moving too slow because Canada should have been got rid of them years ago, decades ago. Okay. Um, but my eyes are on Australia. I think Australia is going to be the first country, the first European country to cut their ties. It's true though. Black Black Queen says the peasants are brainwashed for over 1,000 years. It's true, and it's like I said, change is not gonna come quick in the UK. Okay, so when you hear polls about how, you know, 6 in 10 people want to keep the monarchy, da 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 da. Well, that's not surprising to me. To me, I wouldn't be surprised if it was more so like 8 and 10. Okay, that's the culture. That is it. How are you gonna just change somebody's culture just like that? That's not gonna happen. That's just not gonna happen. Mm-mm. It's not gonna happen. Okay, I'm back in the comments. That's a good one. Paul Charles says Elton John. He would be an excellent one. All them hits, all those hits. Whoo. Seal. Really? Okay. Hidley says Kelly Rowland. All right. She was looking fabulous at the Beyonce concert. Marshall says Mariah Carey. Okay, she would be a good one. It's just that Mariah's stage performance, I don't know. That's I mean, she would be good in regards to she can sing hit after hit after hit, but Mariah got to move. And I don't know if Mariah wants to move. Oh, I saw an excellent one. Bruno Mars. Absolutely. He would be great. V. Thomas says Bruno Mars. He would be excellent. Miss Lydia says Mariah. Mariah would be good. It's just that Mariah got to move. Mariah, Mariah just likes to stand there. She got to move. It's like, Mariah, you got to move. Remember back in the day now? Remember when Mariah Carey first came out? Up through, say, like the end of the 90s when she used to dance, right? I mean, she's never been a good dancer. She never had like choreographed dancing moves, right? But she was still able to hit those moves and dance, especially during um her daydream era, the butterfly era, and the rainbow era. I know because I went to each and every one of those concerts. Okay, like the daydream era. Um, she danced. That girl would move. The butterfly era. I remember her dancing. There was some type of chair uh choreographed dance segment that she used to do. And then during the rainbow era, remember the Heartbreaker video? I mean, that girl was moving. Remember the Heartbreaker video where they're in the movie theater, right? And she's got on the jeans, and I mean, she's like getting it, right? And then Mimi got lazy, like maybe, like like girl. But anyway, Mariah would be good, but she got to move. You got to get that audience going. Got to keep their attention. Shaggy, really? You know who probably would be good? Sean Paul. Sean Paul probably would be a good one. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Janet Jackson would be a good one. Country music, I agree. A really good country artist. I don't. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but some of that country music is really, really good. Um, and they're definitely pro-military. Um, okay, see, Mac, I can agree with this. If Mariah came out and sang "Hero" and then left, that would be cool. Like seriously, she'd have that audience going. If Mariah Carey came out and sang "Hero," that would take me out. That would straight take me out. I couldn't take it. I really honestly couldn't. Hero is a forever inspirational song, right? So if she came out and sang Hero to the crowd, my God, she'd have that crowd going. So I agree with that. But then she got to go because Mariah don't dance no more. I don't know about Lauren Hill, Black Queen. I don't know. Fantasia would be good. Any international artist. I see a lot of American artists. Any international artist that you guys can think of. Like I said, I think Bad Bunny would be a good one. Um, Sean Paul, international artist. Um, please don't say Burner Boy. No, absolutely not. Yep, Black Eyed Peas. They would be good. I don't know about Snoop Dogg, Joy. I don't know. He gonna be singing "Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice, laid back, with my money and my money on my mind." Hey, Uh, it would be. I can't think of his name, but there's a really good African artist that would be really good. I can't think of her name. It's a female, but she's got some really good music. Yeah, John Legend would be a good one. Billy Joel. Is he still living? I don't mean to be rude. I'm not trying to unlive him, but I didn't know Billy Joel was still living, to be honest. Let's see. Somebody did say Burner Boy. Okay. Sister said Burner Boy. I don't know who. Is it Devato? I don't know who that is. Yeah, I agree with that, H9. Usher would be great. Yeah, he has a lot of hits and he can definitely get a crowd going. Let's see. I'm surprised people haven't said this group yet. I'm really surprised. There's a group that yeah, Shakira would be a good one. Yes, absolutely. Shakira would be great. She would be. Diana Ross would be a good one. Um, but Diana Ross is my idol. That's my idol. But I'm just saying she's slipping a little bit. Um, here we go. Maluma would be great. Great closing act. I don't know who Kim Petras is, but since she recommended her, Miss Adrian, I'm pretty sure that she would be great. You said no Diana Ross. That's cold. Now I don't like you no more, Adrian. All right. Yeah, there you go. Okay. BTS. That would be whoo. That would be a That'd be a great one. Is that who I'm talking about? I think that's who I'm talking about. I don't know how to say her name. Yemi Alade. Is that how you say her name? Yemi Alade? She's Nigerian. I think that's who I'm talking about. Little Wayne. Shut up, Little Wayne. I don't think so. Yep, Coldplay would be a good one. See. Queen Latifah. Oh, here we go. Age Night killed it. You can never go wrong with Bono and U2, right? Never go wrong with them. I think that's it. That's a wrap right there. That's a microphone drop moment right there. U2 closing ceremonies for the Invictus Games. I got nothing else to say after that. I really honestly don't. I mean, that's it. All right. H Night done close this live episode. Absolutely. Bono, YouTube gets no better than that. I could just see yes, absolutely. There you go. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this live podcast. I appreciate you guys joining us this morning. If you are not a subscriber, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Before you leave, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Megan, Duchess of Advocacy World Podcast. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram. My God, I need to pay attention to that Instagram page. Um, you can follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter. We're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts as well. Of course, we try to do these live podcasts as much as we can. And our live podcast is titled Success Talk. Okay. Megan, Duchess of Advocacy World Podcast is the channel, but our live podcasts are entitled Success Talk. If you have not watched the opening ceremonies, I advise you to go ahead and go on YouTube and watch the opening ceremonies. I mean, it's a little janky, right? Like the video is a little janky. You can go on X, formerly known as Twitter, and if you go to the Invictus games, I believe Dusseldorf, I believe that they actually have the video of the opening ceremonies as well. Um, Again, appreciate you guys listening. Uh, don't forget to hydrate, feed the chickens, no bad energy. Continue to support Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. Those guys are doing their thing. They're walking in their path, and we love them for it. We are still fundraising. Yes, we are. I'm pretty sure somebody put the link in the chat already, but we are still fundraising for Santa Bale. I believe that we're close to 45,000, if I'm not mistaken, guys. Are we close to 45,000? I believe we are. Hey, sis. How you doing? VS Speaks Royally. We shall see you soon. I do believe that we are close to 45,000. I'm not mistaken. So I believe that fundraiser will still continue until Prince Harry's birthday, which is September 15th. He is a Virgo. Oh, he's a Virgo. Um, so there you go as well. So we're going to go ahead and end. I thank you guys for the support. So let's get ready because I do not believe I did it the last live podcast. So let's get ready for our rebel yell, guys. Okay. Let's get ready to do our rebel yell. Okay. Oh, before we do, let me go ahead and put this comment up because this is important. Sherry Ware says CBC Sports has the opening ceremony and the video is very clear. So, guys, go to CBC Sports. They have the opening ceremony and the video is clear. Okay. The video on YouTube is janky, it's not clear. All right. But go to CBC Sports. They have the opening ceremony and the video is very clear. Also, I didn't feature it on this live podcast, but CBC Sports, I believe, is where Prince Harry was on there, and he all 3 times. I didn't talk about it during this live podcast, but if you guys can catch that, please do. All right, guys. You guys ready to do our rebel yell? Are you guys ready to do our rebel yell? Because we got to put the SS on our chest. Okay? We got to put the SS on our chest and we got to keep it there. All right? Here we go. Continue to wear the SS on your chest because squatties are the best. All right, guys. I love you guys. I love each and every one of you. And I will see you guys soon. All right? Stay safe, guys, because it is hard out here in these social media streets being a success fan. See you soon.